All right, Ken. You march toward the conclusion of spring practice, 10 in the books, with the spring game looming on March 12th. What have you learned about your Eagles through roughly 2 weeks of spring ball?
Well, after 10 practices, we've learned that we got a lot of work to do, and we're not where we need to be. You know, we hope to get some people on the field and lay a foundation for, so when we come in here in the fall, we can pick right up and go with it. But we've had a lot of key people who weren't able to practice in the spring, and that hurts. All the little nagging stuff, and and then we had some crazy weather, you know, and where we like Saturday scrimmage, we end up with snow on the ground, sort of snow. It looked more like BBs or something, you know, white BBs, and so. But anyway, we've made some progress. We've had some guys gain some confidence and step up, and have put themselves in a position to earn some playing time this fall. But you know what you always try and do is put a unit together that glues together, and we're not near close to that like I want us to be.
You bring up players stepping up. Who have you seen which players have made major strides this spring to put themselves in a starting position in the fall?
Well, we've had 3 or 4 new guys, I think, that have stepped up. David Way has made some good progress. I think there's been times when we have had pretty good upfront play, better than we've had, but we were hoping to get Taylor Bible on the field a little bit more than he's been able to do, and so at safety, we've Jared East Brown has done a good job and has stepped up, and I think Anthony Baskins at times has looked good in the secondary, and Brother Scott at offensive tackle, we've thrown him in there, and he's done some good things, and then we brought a center in from Appalachian State, and Derek has really come along, and so still got a long way to go. None of them have come along as far as we want them to come along, of course, and but we've had an overall pretty good spring, with the exception of a few little things.
Developing leadership. Last season, you had 3 stalwarts at the top of your crop, in Haywood Day and Zach Fleming. I know you haven't set the leadership committee yet, but how have you seen players that were underclassmen last year? How have you seen people stepping up to fill some pretty lengthy shoes from Day, Haywood, and Fleming?
Well, we have already had 24 guys that had a chance to serve in leadership positions, 12 in preseason, 12 during practice, and then spring practice, and then we'll have 12 more post-practice guys that have a chance to at least be group leaders. And so we're working on that. Haven't made this, we got some work to do there. But the good thing about this football team is that the majority and the main frame of this football team is good people. We got a handful that needs to grow up, and we all need to grow up. I do too. But the majority of this group of kids are good kids, and so and they want to be part of something special. So at least we got a foundation. We just got to keep building on it.
You were telling me earlier you took a trip to Newmarket Baptist Church this past Sunday. How do little trips like that to visit parishes outside of a kid's usual Sunday routine, how did those trips help out in that process?
Well, it was great. Anytime you worship together, it draws you together, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do this and get drawn together and become one heartbeat, one voice, one character of good quality, as a football team, and the folks at Newmarket were unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. We had a great sermon, we had a great fellowship, and the food was out of sight. And I think probably a lot of our guys will be back there this Sunday. So, but it was great. We had a great time with them.
Anything else you'd like to add as you march toward March 12th in that spring game?
Well, looking forward to it and trying to figure out how to divide up so that we can get it done. But we got a lot of work to do the next 5 practices, and a whole lot of work.